Okay, the alternate horse?
Jason needs help.
Yes, okay. Then tell Dee to put the alter caballo, the alter nuevo of the blanket on him.
And this is
Rex.
this is SBR Rex. This is the old.
This is the old horse
The
that's
older
registered.
horse, yeah.
And you know, I know nobody's gonna want this horse because they don't like him 20 plus.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how old he was. 20?
24.
Was he 24?
Mm-hmm.
But if there's a horse that needs a soft place to land, it's this one. He was obviously with the Amish. They don't keep them around. They don't have room. They have small farms. They do not have hundreds and hundreds of acres to be able to put horses out. And they obviously kept him and his legs are pretty not bad. They're not.
Decent, yeah.
He's not distressed. He came in pretty good shape. If I don't save this horse, then who's gonna? He was probably my last one to pick. And of course, he's got the Amish overcheck neck. We got a new name, overcheck neck. He's got the overcheck neck, which means the muscles are switched.
When I learned how to ride back when I was in my 20s, I learned on a 25-year-old buckskin. And when we went out on a hunter pace, she did everything. You know, she taught me. She was wonderful, and she was 25.
Yeah, and
She
they
was
go.
in great shape.
A lot of our horses have gone to 30 saddlebreds. It's not totally uncommon. This horse obviously is very old style. His breeding shows him that he's old style. I do have papers. He's very kind. But again, I'm going to go on these. Please do not forget these horses.
Don't count them out.
Don't count them out. And if you don't want to adopt them, send $20 a month to help keep him so that we can not have to make a decision.
Somebody wants adoption fee.
The adoption fees are $1,000. I do sometimes will come down on some of them if it's the right home for this horse or a horse. But all of our adoption fees, not lease fees, all of our adoption fees are $1,000. I don't raise it because I think one horse is better than the other. Because some of these horses right here can do a job that nobody else can do. We have our beginner horse, Diamond, that about 6 years ago maybe or something, I liked his breeding. He was by a stud that I'd had several really good horses from, and I didn't even know what he looked like. He was just in my trailer. Pat handed me this stuff, and I adopted him, and he is our beginner horse. He is 24 or 25 years old, and he is. We've got the paper, so we know how old he is. He still does a great job, you know, and of course I don't have a ton of stuff. We have to turn him out, let him play, and, you know, he's not. But some of these horses thrive on a little bit of work every day. And the trotting around with a beginner or intermediate rider and stuff is not a little bit. That's like almost no work compared to what these horses are used to. Okay, go ahead and trot. He'll flat walk. No, he doesn't wear his head great. But I don't care. You know, for a beginner, as long as he goes and does his thing. If I remember correctly from the last time he stayed to the rail, he doesn't look sore or lame. Well, Ruben likes to push them on, which I agree with. But sometimes I got to see if they'll come down. See, he'll go a little slower. If I get, you know, those who know me know if you come, especially the lesson programs, because they can use more than one, I will work deals to try to get these horses. Now, there's another rescue that has a fee that if you get one of these horses, one of their horses that has to be put down, they will pay you up to $1,000 or whatever it is to put them down. I do one better. If you get one of our horses, at least in my mind it's better. If you get one of our horses and it doesn't last a couple, 3 years or whatever you need it to, and it has some colic surgery or it needs to be put down, I will give you. Still going out?
Yeah.
Is it back?
Yep.
So we have a kind of insurance policy with these horses that if you invest in one of these for $1,000 and something happens, that you can come back, you let us know. I run it by the board so they know what's going on, and we will let them pick out a horse, and maybe not all of them, but most of them are eligible for this, and they will get a free horse. They do have to ship it, to get it back.
Yeah.
All right, let's reverse.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So
it's been cutting out, so you might get a delay in the video right now, like just then. So it's
We have
the
a lot of
internet.
bars. That's a really funny part.
Yeah,
Don't we?
yeah, we got three bars.
So I like this horse. His head didn't look quite as long as it does here.
The camera inches.
Yeah, yeah. You can go ahead and try it. I've liked this horse, and he wasn't my first choice. Look at him use his ears. He's so cute. Now, he is not on anything. No Banamine, no Butte, no Equiox, nothing. Nothing. He's just the way he is. He's a horse that probably would benefit maybe being on a little Equiox, which is an insect, or a joint supplement, because I guarantee you that the Amish do not spend a ton of money on joint injections. And there are two sides of that. Some people say you can do it too much, some vets. But they do not have the privilege of that. I think what he has is the privilege of being an older stock of bloodlines that are made pretty hardy. We should have called him Hardy. Hardy or Hardy? No.
What's his name?
Rex.
Rex.
Because that
that's
was
right.
in his papers.
That's in his papers, yeah.
Yeah. We have not had a Rex. Oh, we did have a Rex. Our first or second horse was Rex. And the mare we got with him was called Anna. So we had Anorexia because they both were really skinny. But Rex has been gone a long time.
So we're good with
This
that.
horse came in good shape. Okay, and walk. Now, I can't remember whether he cantered or not. I'm going to guess no. You can guess yes.
All right, I'll go yes.
More of them canter than don't.
Right.
But we'll know. Well, when you get over here, Ruben, ask him to canter. So you'll have to help him know he's going to do something different. After him, we can do the other horse, but he needs a blanket on Primero. All right, let him canter. Cappy. Oh, he's gonna canter. See, I lost. Okay, and walk. He can do it. Whether I'd make him do it, I sent an old horse to. I just put brain dead on her name. You know who it is. She had a bunch of horses. Lynx was the horse.
Okay, I don't know who you're talking
I
about.
just totally went brain dead on her name. Now I've known her forever. I sent this trainer an older horse and said he didn't canter, and he was older. We had papers. And he moved like an old horse. And she got him, and they messed with him and played with him, and worked him. What did she say?
Was he hard to ride?
Was he hard to ride?
Yeah.
No. And anyway, they got him cantering, and not only did he canter, he cantered collected. And they're still using him. Greta Miles had him.
I've seen pictures. She's put pictures up of him.
Let's go the other way. So we're not working him real hard. They're getting turned out. I've just kind of given them a chance to get in here and get used to things and all that junk. He is one I would put Kara on at any point, or of course Brienne. But Brienne's not. That's not saying much.
Nice.
Brienne can ride those horses. So when I go, oh look, I put Brienne on them. It's not like I put somebody that's learning. She's ridden hundreds of these horses. All right, when you get on the other rail, let's canter. Normally I don't like to start going down the rail, but it's easier for some of these horses to have a longer spot to get into the canter.
Right.
Whoop. I don't want to fall.
No.
That's all right.
All right, he canters one way.
Well, you can see that's what they do when they.
Yeah.
He's not really used to it, so I got to write that down so I don't forget. So if I ever show Rex on here again, everybody yell at me. Remember, he doesn't canter. He does, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he can't, but I want him to be a lot more comfortable
Comfortable.
here. Okay, he can come in, but he didn't offer to come up that rail.
No, he didn't.
He's not spooky. He didn't offer. So somebody wants a beginner horse, I would say this has
As
the
close,
potential
yeah,
of being.
to
You
the
have to
beginner.
work them.
Yeah.
I saw something really good on Facebook, or not, but it was. You cannot let the kids in your riding program teach the horses to do stuff. You have to teach them yourself, and then let the horse teach them. The kids and the riders in your lesson program, until they get quite a bit older, are not horse trainers.
He's got kind of a smile.
He's got a what?
He's got kind of a smile.
Yeah, but he didn't have those.
not
interesting-
as good as Smiley, but
funky, interesting teeth.
yeah. All right, we're out.
That was
We'll
good,
come back
Ruben.
when